good noon. Myself Nidhi Ghetia. Today we study our subject, that is Pharmacognosy and Phytochemistry 2. Its code is BP503TP. Okay, in this subject we learn our second unit, that is drugs and alkaloids. Okay, drugs of alkaloids. So in last lecture we start our second unit. So in that lecture we learn the alkaloids, introduction of the alkaloids. So today we study the drugs of the alkaloids. Okay. So in alkaloids, today our study of the content, that is definition of the alkaloids and two drugs, that is Vinca and Rauwolfia. Okay. Today we learn these two drugs. Okay. Vinca and Rauwolfia. So first we learn the definition of the alkaloids. So what is alkaloids? Any components are in their structure attached having the nitrogen atom, that's called the alkaloids. Okay, alkaloids are basic nitrogen containing components. They are generally obtained from the plants, animals and microorganisms. Okay, alkaloids are the basic nitrogen containing components, any components having the nitrogen, so that's called the alkaloids. Okay, so we start our first drug, that is Vinca. Okay, Vinca, that is a plant. So first we learn that's synonyms. Okay, so mainly 5 synonyms are occurs in Vinca. So Vinca rosea, Catharinthus, Sadabahar, then periwinkle and Barmasi. Okay, these 5 synonyms of the Vinca. Mostly in our Gujarat region, that's name, that is Barmasi. Okay, we know their name, that is Barmasi. Okay, so biological source of the Vinca, that is Vinca is the dried entire plant of Catharinthus roseus leaf. Okay, Catharinthus roseus, that's biological name. Okay, so their family, that is, it is belong to the Apocynaceae family. Okay, their family name, that is Apocynaceae. Then geographical source, that is the plant is the native of the Madagascar and is found in many tropical and subtropical countries, like especially in India, Australia, South Africa, North and South America. Okay, so the plant is cultivated and garden plant in Europe and as a garden plant of the Europe and India. In Europe and India region, this plant cultivated from the gardens. Okay, mainly growing in the garden. Okay, so cultivation and collection of the Vinca plant. So it's require the dry or moist soil and can tolerate drought. Okay, drought. So it is cultivated either by directly showing the seeds or showing the seeds in nursery. Okay, so nursery showing the method is found to be economical and fresh seeds are shown in nursery in the month of the February or March. In these 2 months, we showing the fresh seeds in nursery and mostly growing up period, that is February or March to Vinca. Okay, so these seedlings attain a height of the 5 to 8 centimeter. That seeds height, that is a 5 to 8 centimeter. Okay, after the 2 months and then they are transplanted into the field at the distance of 45 centimeter into 30 centimeter. Okay, their length, their height, that is 45 centimeter and their width, that is 30 centimeter. Okay, so in the order to collect the whole plant, the stem. Okay, first they collect the stem, then first cut about 10 centimeter above the ground, and the leaves, seeds and stem are separated and dried. Okay, after they collect the all like leaves, seeds and stems, and they separate out and they for the process for the dried process. Okay. Then the root are collected by plugging, which, which are later washed and dried under the shade and packed. Okay. So this is the cultivation and collection process of the Vinca rosea or Catranthus rosea. Now we see the morphological characteristic, also characteristic of the Vinca. So the leaves color, that is a green in color. Okay, leaves color, that is a green in color, leaves. Then flower colors like the violet, pinkish and carmine red. Okay, these three color flowers are available in Vinca. Then root color, that is the pale yellow, pale gray. Okay, in color. Then flower, that is a hermaphrodite, have both male and female organ. Okay, and the pollinated by bees. Okay. Then fruits like follicle with numerous black seeds. Okay. This is a morphology. So leaves like this, and the stems or bark like this. Okay. This is about plant of the Vinca, Vinca, and first figure, that is a leaf, and second one picture, that is a bark of the, okay, stem of the Vinca and bark of the Vinca. Okay, so this is a morphological characteristic, morphological parts. Okay, now we see the microscopic characteristic of the Vinca. So epidermis is a single layer of rectangular cells covered by the thick cuticle. Okay, and it constitutes the unicellular covering trichome and cruciferous stomata. Okay, epidermis is available in single layer. Okay, first epidermis, that is available in a single layer of rectangular cells covered with thick and cuticles. Okay, it consists of the unicellular covering trichome and cruciferous stomata. Okay, then palisades parenchyma. So cells are present just below the upper epidermis. Okay, then midrib region, that is 2 to 3 layers of the collenchyma is present. Okay, 2 to 3 layers of the collenchyma are present in the midrib region, both below the upper epidermis and above the lower epidermis. Okay, below the upper epidermis and above the lower epidermis. Okay, midrib region having the 2 to 3 layer of the collenchyma. Then vascular bundle. So this, it constitutes the xylem and phloem is present in the middle of the mid region. Okay, midrib region. So this is a transverse section of the microscopic characteristic. First, that is a transverse section of the Vinca. Okay, TS of the Vinca. So in first, that is a upper epidermis. In right hand side, first, that is a upper epidermis. Okay, in lower of the upper epidermis, that is pallasides. Okay, below of the upper epidermis part. Then spongy parenchyma, and then lower epidermis, then covering trichome. It's having two upper epidermis and lower epidermis. Okay, then collenchyma, that is lower epidermis and upper epidermis available in below side. In upper epidermis, below the upper epidermis, and lower epidermis, that is above to lower epidermis. Okay, then phloem and xylem are available in a midrib region. Then vascular bundle also present, and cortical parenchyma also present in the after the collenchyma in upper epidermis region. Okay, lower the upper epidermis, further collenchyma and cortical parenchyma is present. Okay, so this is a transverse section of the vinca leaf, TS of the vinca leaf. Now we see the chemical constituents of the vinca. So leaf and roots, leaves and roots containing more alkaloids. Okay, so about 90 alkaloids have been isolated from the vinca, like asmacillin, then asmalicin, then serpentine are known as anon and present in other species of the Apocynaceae. Okay, so the important alkaloids in Catharanthus vinca involve plant of the vinca are the dimer, indole and indoline alkaloids. Okay, these three are the important alkaloids in Catharanthus. Okay, vinca. So the main constituent that is vinblastine and vincristine in vinca. Okay, so they possess the anti-cancer activity. Then vindoline and catharanthine are indole monomeric alkaloids. It's also containing the monoterpenes, then sequesterpine, then indole and indolene glycoside. Okay, this is a chemical constituent. Now we see the structures of the chemical constituents. So first that is a vinblastine and vincristine. Okay, these two are the main major chemical constituent of the vinca, Catharanthus roseus or vinca roseus. Okay. Then these two, that is first one that is a catharanthine and second one that is a rasparin. And now we see the uses of the vinca. Okay, so vinblastine is an anti-tumor alkaloids used in the treatment of the Hodgkin's disease. Okay, vinblastine is the anti-tumor alkaloids. Okay, so its treatment used for the treatment of the Hodgkin disease. Second one that is a vincristine is used to treat the leukemia in children. Okay, then it also used for the gargles like mouth washers, gargles. Then the flower of the periwinkle are gently purgative. Okay, and it is stated is excellent as a gentle laxative for the children. Okay, now we see the as per part medical properties of the vinca. Okay, part as per part. So first that is the leaves or leaf. So their leaf medicinal properties or medicinal use like vomiting, anti-vomiting. Okay, then used in a diabetes, enhance the secretion of the insulin. Then young leaves for the stomach cramps. Okay, remove the stomach pain or stomach cramps. Okay, and then alkaloids also used for the anti-cancer treatment and as a application to wasps and bee stings. Okay, then these two parts, first we learn the leaf, now second medicinal property of the roots. Okay, so for purgative, vermifuge, depurative, then hemostatic and dysentery. Okay, then antibacterial and antifungal use of the roots. Then flower, so extract use for the eye wash in infants. Okay, newborn babies, infants, extract use for the eye wash in infants and also use in the asthma patients. Okay, now we see the side effects of the vinca. So loss of white blood cells and blood platelets, gastrointestinal problems, depression and muscles cramp. Okay, then hair loss, high blood pressure and vertigo and headaches. Okay, then vinblastine cause the birth defect, so not used for the pregnant women. Okay, and bone marrow damage in limiting factors. So vinblastine not prescribed for the pregnant women because they defect the child of their birth of their child. Okay, then vincristine neurotoxicity is does limiting factor cause the damage of the peripheral nervous system. Longer use of the vincristine they damage the peripheral nervous system. Okay, so here we end of the Vinca drug and now we start the Rauwolfia plant. Okay, Rauwolfia drug. So synonym of the Rauwolfia, that is Sarpagandha, Chandrika, Chota Chand and Indian snake root. Okay, these four are the synonyms of the Rauwolfia. So Rauwolfia, biological source of the Rauwolfia, that is Rauwolfia consist of dried roots of the Rauwolfia serpentina bent. Okay, so this is a biological source. Biological name of the Rauwolfia, that is Rauwolfia serpentina. Okay, it's also belong to the Apocynaceae family. Okay, there's family that is a Apocynaceae family. Then geographical source, it is a erect, even green, small shrub native to Orient and occurs from India and Sumatra. Okay, it is also found in Burma, then Thailand, Philippines, then Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, Pakistan, and Java. Okay, in India, it occurs in the sub-Himalaya tract. Okay, Himalaya tract from Sirhind is eastward to Assam. Okay, mostly they growing in India in Himalaya region and also they in Assam. Okay, especially Dehradun, Sivalik range and Rohilkhand and then Gorakhpur ascending to 1300 meter and then east and west ghat of Tamil Nadu in Bihar, Patna and Bhagalpur, Konkan, then Karnataka and Bengal. Okay, these are the growing region of the Rauwolfia. Okay, now we see the cultivation and collection of the Rauwolfia. So Rauwolfia grows in a tropical forest at altitude of the 1200 to 1300 meter at a temperature that is 10 to 40 centimeter. Okay, sorry, 10 to 40 Celsius. Then there should be no rain or irrigation for its cultivation. The soil should be acidic, the pH range that is 4 to 6. Okay, clay and manure is applied for better crops. Okay, then propagation is done by planting seeds, roots cutting or stem cutting. Okay, seeds are collecting, then roots cutting and stems also cutting, and after they collect. Better the drug is obtained when the propagation is carried out with fresh seeds. Okay, propagation is carried out with the fresh seeds. Okay, so better the drugs. Okay, so the plants should be protected from nematodes, fungus and mosaic virus. Okay, plants should be protected from these three germs like nematodes, fungus and mosaic virus. Okay, then the drug is collected mainly from wild plants. Roots and rhizome are dug out in October and November. Okay, when the plant roots and 2 to 4 year old, then the aerial part and roots are separated. Okay, then the roots are washed and dried in air. Okay, after the collecting roots, the roots are washed and dried in air. The roots containing moisture up to 12% should be protected from the light. Okay, Then seasonal variation, genetic difference, geographic location, improper handling and drying, and the factor account the percentage difference in alkaloids amount. Okay, alkaloids amount percentage difference by these all are the factors like the seasonal variation, genetic difference, then geographical location, improper handling, or drying process. These are the factors for the growing to alkaloids in the Rauwolfia. Okay, Rauwolfia should be packaged, and stored in well-closed container in a cool and dry place that is secure against the insect attack. Okay. After the collection and drying process of the Rauwolfia, they packed and stored in well-closed container in a cool and dry place. Okay, store at a cool and dry place that is secure against the insect attack. Okay, so this is a cultivation and collection process of the Rauwolfia. Now we see this is a figure of the Rauwolfia root. Okay, picture of the Rauwolfia root. Root like the snake. Okay, so that's why that name, that is a Indian snake root. Okay, so also the biological name, that is a Rauwolfia serpentina, because they roots like the snake. Okay. Now we see the morphological characteristic of the Rauwolfia. So the root and rhizome are almost identically in external character. The drugs occurs in a cylindrical and slightly terpene tortoise species. Okay, species like 2 to 10 centimeter long and 5 to 22 in diameter, and the root are rarely branched. So rootlets 0.5 to 1 in diameter are rare. So the outer surface in color, that is grayish, yellow, and light brown or brown. Okay. Then young fishes containing slight wrinkles, while old fish have the longitudinal ribs. Okay. Then circular scars of the root lats are present. Okay. So bark exfoliation is present in old sample, leaving behind patches of the exposed wood. So the fractures is short. Okay, a narrow yellowish brown bark and dense pale yellow wood are present on the smooth transverse surface at both the end. Okay, so the pieces of the rhizome or root closely resemble to the roots, but may be identified by the small central pith. Okay, rhizome and root species are the same. Okay, but they identify based on the central pith. So they are attached to them with small pieces of the aerial stem, and slightly odor is felt in recently dried drug, which decreases with the age. Taste is bitter. Okay. So this is a schematic diagram of the Rauwolfia root and rhizome. First upper portion, that is the leaves and flowers are occurs, then lower region, that stem, then roots, and beside the their plant, that is a rhizome. Okay, so this is the Rauwolfia root, Rauwolfia plant schematic diagram. Okay, figure. Now we see the microscopic characteristic. Okay, so transverse section of the root shows the stratified cork, which is divided into 2 to 8 alternating zone. Okay, 2 to 8 alternating zone, divided into 2 to 8 alternating zone. So it consists of 2 to 7 layer of smaller and readily narrow subraised non-lignified cells, alternating with 1 to 3 layer of readily border lignified cells. Okay. Then the phloem is composed of about 10 to 12 layer of tangentially elongated to isodiametric cellulosic parenchyma parenchymous cells. Okay, chymotus cells. Okay, parenchymatous cells. So phloem, that is a part of the periderm, and they make the cells produce in widely by cork. Okay, phloem are present in the cork portion. So it's parts of the periderm, and they made up of the cells producing inwardly by cork. Okay, and then parenchymatous, that is a consist of the relating to cellular tissues. Okay, parenchymatous, that is a bundle of the cellular tissues. Okay, constituent relating cellular tissues. It's making the cells like softer. It's parenchymatous, that is making the plant's part like softer. Okay. Then cells of the secondary cortex are parenchymatous and contain starch grain, simple and compound like 2 to 4 components, spherical with distinct helium in the form of these splits. Okay. Then phloem is narrow and consists of the parenchyma, which with scattered sieve tissues. Okay. Then parenchyma alternate with the border medullary rays composed of the large shells, usually 2 to 4 cells in width. Okay. 2 to 4 cells lie in wide. Okay, wide region. So xylem is wide, entire lignified, and usually shows 2 to 5 annual rings like medullary rays 1 to 5 cells wide, then contain starch grains, and alternate with secondary xylem consisting of the vessels, trichates, fibers, and parenchyma. Okay, xylem vessels have pitted and thickening. Okay, so this is a transverse section of the Rauwolfia root. Okay, so upper part, that is upper layer, that is a stratified cork. Okay, below the upper layer, that is a phloem. It's making the plant parts are in softer bases. Okay, in phloem, some parts of the starch. Okay, after the bundle of the starch, and then also having the calcium oxalate crystals prisms. Okay, then after the phloem, they are having the secondary phloem. Okay, in middle portion of the vessels, that is a secondary phloem. Okay, and in phloem portion, that's also having the vessels and wood fibers also having, and wood parents and medullary rays. Okay, so this is a transverse section of the Rauwolfia root. Here phloem and xylems are in wide in portion. Okay, so now we see the chemical constituent of the Rauwolfia root. So Rauwolfia containing about 0.7 to 2.4% total alkaloids, bases from which more than 80 alkaloids have been isolated. Okay, so the prominent alkaloids isolated from the drug are reserpine, then resinamide, then resicidine, then rabastine, and then deserpinin. Okay, then other alkaloids like other alkaloids like asmalinin, then asmalin, then asmalicin, then serpentine, then serpentinine, then tetrahydroreserpine, reserpine. Okay, tetrahydroreserpine. then Rabacin, then reserpinin, then isoazmalin, then yohambinin. Okay, these all are the alkaloidal which is present in the Rauwolfia. Okay. So now this is the structures of the chemical constituent. First, that is a serpentinine. Second one, that is a reserpine. Third one, that is a resinamine. Then yohimbine. Then azmacillin and azmalin. These all are the chemical structures of the Rauwolfia. Okay. So now we see the uses of the Rauwolfia. So it is used for the treatment of the high blood sugar, hence called the universal medicine for the lowering blood pressure. Okay, it is a universal medicine for the lowering blood pressure. Okay, it's a treatment for the high blood sugar level and also a universal medicine for the low blood pressure patient. Okay, and then it cure the insomnia, hypochondria, then hypertension. Okay, and then it's also useful for the treatment of the cataracts. Then also cures the plague and fever. Okay, then Sarpagandha is used for the treatment of the schizophrenia and also used for the sedative action and tranquilizer. Okay, for the sleeping purpose. It's also used for the different countries. It is used in the different countries as a sedative and tranquilizer for the sleeping purpose. Okay. Sarpagandha has also been used in the treatment of the intractable skin disorder such as psoriasis, excessive sweating and itching. Okay, also treat the skin problems. Then it's also used in against irregular heart action in old ages. Okay, then Sarpagandha also cures the toxic goiter and also useful in gynecological problems like frigidity and mammalia. Okay, it is also balance the vata and pittas in body. Okay, vata and pitta. Okay, then Sarpagandha is also used for the rheumatism, edema and intestinal disease. Okay, it's balance the vata and pitta in body and also used for the rheumatism, then edema and then intestinal disease. It's also used against the constipation and dizziness. Okay, then Sarpagandha does not have any quantitation for curing cancer or liver disease. Okay, Sarpagandha does not any quantitation for curing the cancer and liver disease. Rather, it has dangerous side effect and increase the cancer cells. Okay, and then so it is must be taken under the strict medical supervision, and it is also good to avoid the use of the Sarpagandha. Any medicinal condition, avoid to use of the Sarpagandha. Otherwise, Sarpagandha, that is a universal drug and used for the universal disease. Okay, all disease curing by the Sarpagandha rather than cancer and liver disease. Okay. So now we see the side effects. Mostly these three side effects in a patient to the Sarpagandha Rauwolfia. Okay, the most common side effect are observed in the 5 to 15 patient after use of the Sarpagandha, 17 after several months of the use of the mental depression. Okay, then extremely high dose Parkinson's like symptoms produced and convulsion also produced. Okay, and its drug Sarpagandha that's are not treat the cancer and liver disease. Okay, so today we learn the these two drugs like Vinca and Sarpagandha. Okay, Sarpagandha or Rauwolfia. Okay, so thank you to all.